When you receive a return and it sounds like this.
It's not good, is it?
Hello, welcome back. We're going to be doing a video on what we actually sold over the weekend today. So that is, hang on.
Hold hard.
Hold on.
Hold you
So on eBay, we sold 11 things over the weekend and it came to $172.99. We had a couple of Etsy sales
We did,
as
Etsy's
well.
booming.
So we've got a couple of things, I think, that amounted to about 45 quid on there. So not too bad. I mean, it's not sort of, you know, brilliant kind of £1,000 weekend, but it's fine. It'll do.
It'll do for now.
We'll start off with the biggest thing. Obviously, as I've said in previous videos, all our consoles are pre-packed.
I will put a picture, as always, here.
Yep. So here's a picture of what's in it. I won't bother showing you the box. It's just a pre-packed box with a PlayStation 1 console in it. And this comes with games, controllers, cables, and that's it really. That's what's in there, you know. And yeah. And so that's what's in the box for £35, and it was on for 40, but we took an offer.
And Alexis is ruthless when it comes to offers, aren't you? Well, not ruthless, but you won't accept anything that isn't fair.
I'll hold out for something a bit better than...
Because they were desperate to get it for 20 or 25, weren't they? And you managed to get it up.
Because sometimes people will lowball, but because we include postage in some of our, or most of our, free postage even, in the majority of our things, what kind of happens is you then deduct that and you're left with even less. Yeah. So you've got to kind of weigh up whether taking that low offer of £20 on something that is on for double that is actually going to be worthwhile. It's not, because we'll end up with peanuts really. So I held out a bit and they offered 35, which is, it's fine. A few quid is fine.
Yeah, you don't. You kind of expect a few quid here and there.
Yeah, I mean, I think like, you know, sort of £10-20 off sometimes, unless it's a massively expensive item with not much else out there that you've referenced, you know. So if it's that kind of thing, then we will accept a bit lower. So,
or if it's been sat around for ages, we'll sometimes take a bit lower, won't we?
Like a magazine we sold the other week.
Yeah.
We had that on for over 200 quid and somebody offered us 150. So there's literally nothing particularly to go on for that. So, yeah, share whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This got from a charity shop. It was in a video a couple of weeks ago. Paid £2 for it and it sold for $16.99 all in. And I did work hard on this one because Alexis reminded me to test all the CDs in there on the Walkman, and there were 28. Yeah. So I didn't listen to every single second, but I listened to, you know, every single disc. Well, so I have earned this $16.99.
Well, there's kind of a bit of advice on that one. Is if you have something like that, I think Jen was under the consumption. Jen was under the assumption that she was going to have to just sit there listening to them all in front of her, change the track, tie it in with whatever else you do. And if you're checking stuff like CDs and you have a CD Walkman or you're checking cassettes or whatever it might be, sit there and do it as you're doing other stuff, because why devote your entire time to just that one thing when you can do it whilst you're doing other things?
Says the queen of multitasking.
Yeah. But it's easy enough to do. It's easy enough to do, isn't it, to do that? Yeah. So this is another eBay sale. Which
I have no idea what it is.
It's actually a Sony ECM. I'll come over here, I'll stop being antisocial. Sony ECM AC2 optimizer, speaker setup, microphone, mic, calibration for home cinema. That. So it's got like a little pad thingy bob. Little circular thing in there. It's new in the packet, so I can't really take it out, but it's in there with a little plug on the end there. So that's what that is, and that went for 20 quid.
Yeah, and we've got that. So, that was at the bottom of a box of remote controls that we bought from auction for £5. So lovely old job.
Exactly.
This is an Etsy sale. Had this for ages from one of our, little what do we call them again? Rummage boxes from the auction. It's really cute actually. It's a Dragonfly trinket box, and it's quite kitsch. And that's got a really weird design.
Or kitsch, as I called it earlier. Kitsch, very kitsch.
That went for £20, and they paid postage on top of that. and it's a gift. It's our first one that's come through as a gift. So there's a little Etsy do a little message thing that you then pop in it. Here we go.
Party rings.
Yes.
Party rings. Look, they obviously took their inspiration from a biscuit.
Lowering the tone since 1983.
Yeah. Just gave away my bloody age there, wasn't I? So this is a... Oh, I have to bring this over because I can't remember all this. So these are little brass shoulder titles with fixings.
They just go on the little...
Yeah.
There.
And it's all is it Norfolk Regiment?
Yeah.
So it's all World War II Home Front Red Cross Norfolk. So it's just these little things that fit on your shoulders of your jacket.
Yeah.
Really, that's all. What all that is, and they went for 20 quid.
They were from another auction. Rumble box is what I want to keep
Rumble
saying.
box.
A rumble box.
Rummage
Box.
Jumble.
Rummage jumble. This is going to one of our lovely viewers, Steve Smith. It's the Thor wall light thing, and it's his hammer, and you hang it on the wall like that with the fixings, and then switch it on, and it's all blue and lovely. And that went for £15. Paid 50p for it from a charity shop.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway. So this is a little Action Man's thing. We're still getting through them. It is the Secret Mission to Dragon Island helmet. So little dark green helmet with chin strap. Probably just about see that. There you go. Rubber chin strap there for the little fella, and that's £8.54. That went for. We keep selling these. They're they're going quite well.
And this is the other Etsy sale. I'm going to get the bit of paper because it's complicated.
Yeah, you're never going to remember stuff.
Right. It's a Maya... I'm dyslexic.
Would you like me to say that for
Let's
you?
give it to the one with the brain.
Well, let me just pronounce what's on there. A Maori. Tika... Oh, I can't do it. Maori Tika Totem. Wooden carving. Abalone. I'm having no luck, am I? Rotori... It's from New Zealand.
It's a bit of wood.
It's a wooden totem from New Zealand.
And it's got them little things on its eyes. That's what the abalone is, and they're little seashells.
Ah. See, I thought they were mother of pearl, but mother of pearl's a seashell.
I don't know, but I did a lot of research on that.
So, yeah, do you want to say how much this cost?
Got that in a bundle. I think we paid £15. We've sold some of the other bits, so that's just... What are you doing?
Dancing with
it. A rain dance.
Yeah.
Anyway... this went for £25 plus postage.
Yeah, £3.25 postage.
And that was on Etsy again. So
getting
we're doing
on for
quite well
29.
on Etsy, to be fair.
Indeed. Getting on for 29 quid for postage for him. As long as the person doesn't see me dancing around like an idiot with it, hopefully they'll be quite happy with that. Right.
Charge more for that.
Yeah, well, you never know. They might pay. Adam's Tunstall Jasperware.
You love your Jasperware.
Eastbourne. Yeah, obviously Jasperware made more famous by Wedgwood, but there are other companies out there who do all the similar stuff. So Adam's Tunstall, this one. So this. It has the imprinted maker's mark on the bottom. You probably can't see that very well, to be honest with you, but this is a 5.3 centimetre, because I made sure to put the measurements because I didn't want somebody expecting a bloody planter or something like that. Blue and white. Vintage Eastbourne pot, and the Eastbourne is up here, and this was in a rummage box we got a couple of weeks ago. Had all sort of detritus in it that actually some of it was worth quite a bit of money. This actually went for 10 quid all in, so it wasn't the most valuable of everything, but still that's not so bad. It might have been worth a little more, but the actual pattern on the front is slightly cracked, which was in the description, by the way. Buyer, it was in the description.
Got this in a bundle of teddy bears and toys ages ago. The bundle has made profit already, so it owes us absolutely nothing. This is Brian the Snail. There you go. And he's from the Magic Roundabout. He's got the French label, which is Manage en... No. Manage en...
Le Ménage Enchanté.
That one. You make it sound Spanish, though.
Ménage Enchanté.
Do your French impression.
No. Otherwise I will get cancelled.
But that
Bloody hell. It's a talking snail.
I think we've been working too hard, but he went for £15 all in.
Right, next.
It's just all that, isn't it?
Ignore that if you. I mean, to be honest with you, none of our viewers are below the age of
40.
So, yeah, that's us. Yeah.
I'm sure your irony filters are very much intact.
Yeah. Hopefully. Anyway, this is a Red Devil's parachute that's been kind of compacted into a small sandwich bag. And this is an Action Man Red Devil's parachute Palatoy. $7.99 that went for. And again, we're kind of slowly getting through that Action Man stuff.
And last but not least, it's a little detonator with dynamite, TNT, and he goes with the Demolition Engineer bloke from Action Man, and he went for $7.99. And this is the size of it. It's not an actual real one, so don't send it back, whoever brought it.
Okay. And actually, last but not least, is a couple of cameras. And let me again.
Never thought these would sell.
She's got plenty of faith in this, isn't she? To be honest with you, we've sold like camera lenses we haven't tested. We've sold cameras, and we've put in all the descriptions, not tested. If this doesn't work, we don't know because we haven't tested it. But if you get it and it doesn't work, unfortunately, that's how it is. This is spares and repairs. I would have listed this as, and it's 2 cameras. One is a vintage Supercolour Polaroid, which I believe does have the snapped hinge on it or something. Yeah, so that has a snapped hinge. That again was in the listing because I realised when I opened it that had the hinge snapped on it. But
We've had that quite a while, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. These were kind of when we moved in. We moved in here in May. These came with us, so that's how long we've had these for. And this is a Colour Snap 35 Kodak Model 2, I believe. If I can actually undo it, hang on. There we go. So this is also Kodak. So Colour Snap 35. And to be honest with you, at the moment I'm seeing quite a lot of these in other videos, and whenever we go anywhere, there's always at least one of these lying about somewhere. So these are getting cleared out, obviously, of people's houses and ending up everywhere at the moment.
So they're like dog poo in a field.
Or cow poo.
Everywhere.
Yeah, it's like cow dung, isn't it? They're everywhere. So yeah, I mean, we couldn't test them because I don't have the film for this. It takes the special film, as you may know if you ever use one of these. It has a tray in it where the film goes.
I used to have one when I was a kid.
And in that tray, so you know what this is all about. So in here you put like a little tray, and it has all the film in it, and it has the battery, and it has everything that'll make this work. But don't have one, and they're expensive. They're about 20 quid each.
And the film's expensive, isn't it?
20 quid each.
Oh, is that what you were saying?
Yes, 20. She didn't listen. But anyway, so this screws onto a tripod-y thing, and unfortunately I don't have actually any film to test it and all that. We do have some cameras for sale at the moment, and they have been tested because I did have a spare roll of film, but some of these I just could not test. So they oops.
I can block that out, don't you?
So these went for £16.50, and that's with the postage, but because they're tiddly, once they're wrapped, these guys will go as a small parcel. So like back to back, they're done. Yeah.
And that's all of our sales over the weekend. So not great, but you know, it's better than nothing.
Well, we just thought that we would show you what happens when things go wrong with delivery and when you get a return, because the buyer has actually received it and it is 100% not as described, because basically it's been completely trashed, used as a football during the delivery. So this is what we put a photo of what we sold. So the photo is here, that'll be there. And I can't obviously show the label on this, but we got it back in this bag.
And that's a Royal Mail I don't know what's it
So this is a
called?
Royal Mail returns bag. So basically this is what we got, is that I can't turn it all the way around because of her name. Just take the box out. I could actually, because she's been refunded already.
Yeah.
Because we were expecting this back, and then there was a mix-up with the post room downstairs. The receptionist put this return in the wrong place, and then it got collected again by the postman, who then tried to deliver it again to the woman, who then has obviously refused it again, and it's come back.
Yes.
So it's been back.
This chicken is better travelled than I am.
Yeah, and they say chickens can't fly.
But this one looks like it's fallen out of the sky. So.
Yeah, this one, the sky definitely fell on this one, I'll tell you. Right, so basically what we've got here is, just trim off this label, right? There we go. So now I can properly show you what this looks like, and it is mushed. It's mushed to hell. Look at this.
I don't even know how this has happened. Look at all this.
I would suggest that something extremely heavy was put on this and crushed it to death, to be fair.
Because this is the first time we've ever had an issue with Royal Mail breaking something.
Oh no, we had another one.
Oh,
we had a return a few years ago, which was a wrestling figure, and basically it came back in one of these bags that says "oops" on it, and it was fine. So we just sent it back to the woman, to be fair, in another envelope. So let me just cut the tape off, and we shall show you now. Before I actually open this up, right, when you receive a return, this is a ceramic chicken. When you receive a return and it sounds like this,
it's not good, is it?
you're not going to have much hope that this is in one piece. So I will now open it up. So
what we'll be doing is
there's the invoice.
We'll be repurposing this and reselling it as a jigsaw.
Yeah. So, we've got some brown paper back, so that's actually a really good sign. So, yeah, here we go. Right.
Shall I?
Yeah, so here we go. So this is ceramic chicken that's as dead as an absolute dodo. It was wrapped in 2 parts.
I really like this as well. I know I shouldn't have started.
So there we go. Look, that's a sign that it's obviously fooked, isn't it? Let's take it over to this table, shall we? Put that on the floor. Right. So let me unwrap it properly. I don't think there's much unwrapping required. It's all just kind of falling out of its own accord, really. So this is what we have here. So I'll just unwrap it here for you. And this would have been the base. You can see all these bits coming out of it.
Jeez.
See, we can't even use that brown paper. It's just full of. So this is what is left of the base of the chicken. It's not even actually really a jigsaw because it doesn't really fit together anymore. So that's the base of it. So I'll just show you. But this is actually falling out into the thing itself. So this there's evidence of the tail. And this is it. Oh, here we go. Look, we found the head. There's evidence this was once chicken. So this is what happens. It looks like a child who's dropped an Easter egg on the floor, doesn't it, really? But, yeah, so the rest is just kind of... Oops, there we go. The rest is just fallen out in the box there, really, and that's what happens. Now, you might say, maybe you didn't wrap it properly, and that's why it was like this, but honestly, you've got, like, layers of stuff. All I can think of is that sometimes when you reuse cardboard boxes, like, the older the cardboard box gets, the less sturdy it gets. And all I can think of is this was one we picked up at the auction that might be quite old. And unfortunately, it's lost its sturdiness a bit.
It looks like it's got wet at some point and then dried.
Yeah. But there is also that, isn't there? It could have been left somewhere where it got damp. And with cardboard boxes, obviously, they get a little bit wibbly wobbly when they get wet. Behave. Right. But they will get like that. And what happens is, obviously, that could then weaken it and it's just crushed in on itself. But this looks as though something heavy's been put on it.
To be fair, I think these customers are far too picky nowadays. I can't believe that they return that. It's barely even damaged.
Why could she not use this? I mean, a little bit of glue. A little bit of glue. absolutely fine.
Like a Franken chicken.
Honestly don't know what the issue was with this one, but yeah, she's had a refund anyway, because I mean, even if we hadn't have given her a refund initially, we would definitely be doing that now, put it that way, but that's awful. So we've taken the hit for that.
That's 20 quid down this
Yeah,
morning.
that was £20, but you know, like, can't really you know, we would message Royal Mail, but as you probably know from any dealings you've had with them, their customer service is a little bit sluggish.
Sluggish?
So, sluggish, a little bit sluggish. So basically, like, well,
Yeah.
Take
It is what it is.
Take the hit.
We have actually hit over 400 subscribers now, which is amazing. So, but we need to keep going because we can get monetised and then we can pay our rent with the YouTube money.
Yeah.
That might be a dream.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the aim is to get a house, so, you know, there's a lot of playing the lottery involved with this one, which, you know, never actually works out. So, yeah. So the link to our GoFundMe is below.
We actually have a link in our YouTube to buy us a coffee. I don't know if it works, I've never tried it, but buy us a coffee if you want to, or just buy something from our store.
If we're ever doing anything where we're kind of going through our usual auction hauls or charity shop hauls and you see anything and you think I need that for my collection or I just like one or whatever, is send us a message on Instagram, on our eBay store. There's always obviously
our email address is in the links.
Yeah, or there's the email. And the eBay store, there's always the chance if you watch us, just go over, have a look. If you want to send an offer, great. And if you watch us, you buy anything, then leave us a note because we can always mention you in these videos.
Yes, like the wonderful Steve.
Yeah, as being one of the people who comes from this here to our store and buys something, which is really helpful.
Yes.
Yes.
But thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. It'd be nice to get up to the 500. Be nice to get up to the 1,000, but that might be a bit much for one video. But yes, take care. Hope you're all well, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.